looking to expand this fall into trout fishing, so I bought this bag here for all of my gear when I go out. Now I can also use this for crappie or panfish or anything like that. So what this is this is the Plano Guide Series 3500 sized tackle bag. It does come with 5 of these 3500 series boxes, just like that. And you can use them to put, you know, whatever you need into there. And what they do is they sit right inside. You can put them flat in here, or you can sit them up vertically. So that's kind of cool. But let me go ahead and go on some of the features on the outside for you. Now this is sort of a hybrid between a hard and a soft plastic bag, which is kind of nice. It has really durable outside material here. On the bottom of this, it has a hard bottom, which is also waterproof. So this is actually going to be plastic. And then this up here is sort of like a hard sort of foam top to it. On the top here, you have a little latch you can undo. It's hard to get with one hand from this angle. And that's where you can kind of keep one 3500 series. So whatever your box is you're using the most, or the one you want to get into right now, you can actually put it right on top. And if you wanted to take it off, you can also use this as a little work surface. So that just sits right up there. Kind of a cool feature, bungees on. And now these bungees are a little bit loose, so you could probably put something under there too if you wanted to also add that to it. So it's got a front pocket here. And the front pocket is not really deep. It's maybe about a ½ inch. Right in the front here, there's another pocket here. There's a small little mesh pocket here, another pocket here. I wouldn't really find those too terribly useful. So the one thing I don't like about this pocket is that it does not open fully. You kind of have to pull it here. It's not foldable. You can't even fold the front of it down. But that set aside, inside you can put, you know, some split shot bags, small bags of plastic, and then it has these sort of mesh pockets inside of that, and this little clip here where you can attach, you know, maybe a tool of some kind or some keys or something. But overall, I kind of find that to be semi-useful there. On the side here, you do have a pocket here, and this again is one of those semi-hard pockets. It's got a little groove under here, and the same thing on the pocket on the other side, so you can use it as a handle, which I think is kind of an interesting feature. But again, I don't find this side pocket as useful as I could. It does open up quite a bit further. It's not quite wide enough for a pair of sunglasses. You could probably squeeze a pair in there if you kind of shoved it. I currently have a really small pair of pliers in there. But you couldn't really fit a spool of fishing line in there. You maybe could put a jar of trout bait or something, but I think they could have done a better job on these side pockets. And then there's another identical matching pocket on the other side. And in this one, I just have my first aid box. Now the nice thing about the sides of these is that this one has a little labeled license area, it says right there. I mean, I guess you could do anything you want in it, but, and it's a little zipper. You can just put your fishing license right into there. It's a pretty deep pocket, so you could probably put, you know, a little bit of money or whatever in there as well. It's kind of a nice feature. And then on the other side, this one, as it says here, pliers, has got this little corner pocket where you can put your pliers into. So that's kind of nice. On the back, it does have another mesh pocket. Now in the 3600 and above, these pockets are actually expandable. They have these little sort of bungees in the side, so you can really push that out and get some soft plastics in there or some tools. This one does not have that, so kind of however far you can get it is how far it comes out, and just put in kind of what you want. So going to the inside, it does have a nice plastic zippered area here, so you can put, you know, whatever you need to in there. I currently have some small hook packages. And then inside, there's actually a lot of space in there. Currently what I have is I have 4 jars of bait. I have my little container here with some terminal tackle. Here's a little bug and grub box. Here I have some trout magnet. Here's another jar of bait here. And then off to the side, what I like about there is there's actually a 3500 down here. I'll show it to you in a minute. But it has all this space that you can tuck things around the 3500. So what that means is that the 3500 isn't exactly edge to edge. And that's great because it gives you a little extra room to sort of squeeze things in. I have over here some Mike's gel scent for trout. This right here, I guess I would use for some little bluegill or something like that. This is the Gulp Waxies. I'll go ahead and put this down. Here is this little tray that I have. I actually have this from another tackle box I had, but it holds some jar baits, and I like it because it's easy to get in and out. I have some trout worms. This is my small tackle box in here, which has the bobbers. It has some rooster tails and meps, and then I have some small crankbaits that I might use if I was fishing for trout. And then you can see here that there's the 3500 series, and then I have all this extra room sort of around it. I guess you can't see all that well, but there's a lot of room, which makes it nice. These are actually also designed to sit up this way, so you could fit them all in this way, but I like to put them flat. And then this pretty much is my big sort of 3500, and it's got more rooster tails, it's got my crocodiles and my Castmasters and things like that. So this would be my heavier duty sort of spoons and inline spinners there. And then it's got the hard plastic bottom down there, which is sort of nice. So that's pretty much the tackle box that I have for the trout and panfish and crappie. And I can interchange it, of course, the 3500s with anything. Here I've got a box of ultralight crankbaits if I wanted to bring those. If I was going to go where there's crappie, here's some of my shad poles, my little shads. Here's a whole box of crappie magnet. So basically, whatever you want, you can just put it in there and pack what you want for the day. Now I'll go ahead and show you my smaller setup. Now here's my alternate choice for trout fishing. This is just a waist pack, and it's really great for if I want to go more hands-free and I just want to have maybe like my fishing pole with me, or maybe just out in a net. So I can put this around my waist and have it in the front or the back. Now I have this really full. It has more room in it still, but I packed it pretty full to show you all the options you have in this sort of waist pack. Now this is made by Outdoor Products, and it does have 3 zippers and 2 side mesh pockets. And let's go ahead and unpack it and show you what's in there. This side pocket here has a jar. Actually, it's a smaller jar, but you could fit a larger jar of just some salmon eggs. So we have that in there. And you can also put a larger size one. And I put one on the other side so you can kind of see. And the front pocket here, this is where currently I just have some split shots. And you can put quite a few in here. So whatever you like, that's where I put that. It's pretty much easy to get to. The second pocket, which is pretty big, it's sort of surprising. You can put like small bag of soft plastics in there. You can put a couple of those. I have a small first aid kit, and I have my small hook remover, and that was only about half filled in that front pocket. The big pocket in the back, this is the main pocket here, I put 2 jars of the trout bait in case I wanted to use something like that. I have the package of trout worms. And I'm going to show you just how big this is. I mean, I've got quite a bit of stuff in here, probably more than I'd even need, but just to show you. So here was the Mike's Gel Scent Trout scent on there. I have the tackle box here, which has the bobbers and the spinners and the crankbaits and that sort of stuff. I have the box of terminal tackle, and then there's 2 mesh pockets right in here which have a little bit of elastic here so it can kind of hold things, and that's where I have the trout magnet and the bug and grub box. And again, there was still more room to be had in that as well. So it's not a very big waist pack, but it's amazing at how much you could pack in there. So if I wanted to really pack it really full, this right here is all the stuff, let me move this back a little bit, that I managed to get inside of that waist pack. Then we had some soft plastics and the first aid box. So quite frankly, that's quite a bit just to have in that pack. So hopefully one of those 2 options will fit whatever situation I'm planning when I'm going out to do some crappie, trout, or pan fishing this fall.